crazy fool. What's the idea?
Huh? Yeah. Oh, Captain, I thought you were... I heard shots.
Shut up. Get after that man. He's a killer.
Yes?
Stephen Wayne.
Police headquarters. Hello, headquarters? Give me the Homicide Bureau. Inspector Early. Hello, Early. Captain Orr of the West Side. A murderer at large. Better signal the radio bureau at once.
All right, give me the description.
All I can. Name's Stephen Wayne. Picked up a briefcase he dropped when I winged him on the left arm. Height?
About 6 feet. Weight, around 200. Wearing tan raincoat, gray slouch hat. Believed to be wounded in left arm or shoulder. Last seen running east on Sycamore Drive.
Okay, let's go.
Blockade all roads, bridges and railroad stations. Cover all hospitals. Check with doctors in immediate neighborhood.
Okay, boys, get going.
Okay, sir. We'll get him.
He must be crazy.
You won't get far on a night like this.
Yeah, we'll find her right. Don't take any chance.
Yeah, got a Chinaman's chance.
Believed to be wounded in left arm or shoulder. Last seen running east on Sycamore Drive. This man is armed and desperate. Take no chances. Believed to be Stephen Wayne, the strange husband of murdered woman. That is all.
Oh. Is there something for you, mister?
Oh, yes, sir. Could you direct me to the railroad station?
Sure. You go west 2 blocks and then turn to your left 3 short blocks. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
Hello, Lieutenant. Hello.
Hello, looks like blood. Somebody hurt?
Hmm? It is blood. Holy mackerel. Gray hat, tan raincoat, and wounded. It's Wayne.
The guy I just passed, he's a killer. He's headed for the railroad station. Go after him.
Hiya, pal.
Hello, Joe. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to use this thing anymore tonight. Quite a show while it lasted.
Yeah. Heard about the murder over the radio. Any line on the guy?
Oh, he ain't got a chance. We got the city bottled up tight.
He must be nuts walking right into the police station.
Yeah, how do you like that, eh? Walks in and asks the way to the depot. Crazy as a loon.
You know, if I was a cop and ran into that baby, I'd shoot first and ask questions afterwards. What do you have, pal? Hey, pal. What do you have?
Jeff.
Me too. You know, I'm supposed to be off at midnight. But a fat chance I've got with that gun-crazy guy, loser.
Bet you had a heavy date, huh?
Cop ain't got no private life at all.
Weird sort of gazebo. Comes in here, goes straight into the washroom, stays there a long time, orders some coffee, pays for it, and don't drink it.
Hey, the way you spoke to that guy, I thought you knew him.
Know him? I never seen him before in my life. I call everybody, pal. It's good for business.
Wait a minute. About 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
Soft gray hat.
Yeah?
That's the guy.
Yeah. Hey, where's my nickel?
Hello, Empire Hotel. Did a Chick Lester of Kansas City check in there? Well, if he does, have him phone the Chronicle, pronto. Travelers Hotel. Did a Chick Lester check in there? If he does, have him phone the Chronicle right away.
For the ninth time, no.
Skip, all I ask is a chance.
Look, Sue, this is a man's work.
How do you like that? A swell murder story breaks. His ace headquarters man's on a bender, and he won't give me a chance.
I hired Chick Lester the other day, or maybe you haven't heard. I suppose you'd have me forget all about the best crime reporter in the country and give you this assignment.
He isn't here yet. He may be bogged down somewhere between here and Kansas City.
Now, don't bother me. Go back to your guide to health column. How about Chick Lester?
You're just wasting your time.
Well, keep trying. He should have been here hours ago.
Here I am, raring to go, and he has to wait for a guy from out of town to cover the story. Just because I'm a girl, I never get a break.
Please go away. I'm busy.
All right.
Hello, Giff.
Oh, hello, Harriet.
How about those tickets to the policeman's ball?
Well, you can put us down for the usual 10.
Okay, thanks.
Policeman's ball. You selling tickets, too?
No.
Well, what do you want?
Well, I sort of had an idea you were expecting me.
Chick Lester.
Yeah.
Chick, you old son of a gun, am I glad to see you.
Thanks.
You're the answer to an editor's prayer. What's the matter, Chick? You look about ready to cave in.
I'm fagged out. I've been through a lot in the last couple of days.
Oh, yeah. Jake,
Coming out.
maybe you'll have to catch up on some sleep.
No. Plenty of time for sleep later.
Oh, good. This is Jake, the photographer. A little snap-happy, but harmless.
That's right.
Meet Chick Lester.
Chick Lester. Well, hello, Chick.
Listen, Chick, we got something right down your alley. A nice, bloody murder. Now, hop right over to 3875 Sycamore. Jake will show you the way.
Now, wait a minute. Aren't you to give him a press pass?
Gee, I almost forgot. Keep feeding me stuff for each run. Jake will give you the deadline. This will take you anywhere in this man's town.
Gotcha.
Come on, Chick.
Listen, Giff, I got an angle on this yarn that'll blow your hat off.
Why don't you go away?
Don't you ever get tired of giving me the dead ear?
Will you marry me?
No.
All right, honey. If you can say no, I can say no. In spades.
I don't want to be domestic child. I want to be a newspaper man.
Listen, in my family, one is enough.
Sure, you'd let me cook all day long for you, wouldn't you?
Sure, and wash and scrub and sew. Oh, don't be like that, honey. You know I'm crazy about you.
I know you're crazy. Okay, Mr. Wise Guy. I'll paddle my own canoe.
Where you going?
I'm going out to paddle a canoe.
Hello. Get the cops at the Wayne house and tell them if Sue Carey tries to horn in on the story, they can toss her out.
We're from the Chronicle. Where is it? Down the cellar. You guys are kind of late.
Inspector here yet?
Sure, and all the rest of the reporters.
All right, let's go. All right, Chick, open up.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure it was a shot, but there was something about it that sort of got me. You know, Inspector.
Promotions haven't softened you any, have they, Captain?
You kind of get to have the feel of a neighborhood after 20 years. So I barged in and took a quick look around. Then I heard another crack, and I knew they were shots. You nitwit, why don't you ask permission before you start banging away?
Sorry, gents, meet Chick Lester. You've all heard of him. The guy that won the Pulitzer Prize for solving the Croton case. Crime reporter #1 of the USA. Now with the Chronicle. Les Johnson of the Star. Blake of the Journal.
Hello, Lester.
Inspector Early of the Homicide Squad.
Glad to know you, Lester.
Captain Orr of the 8th Precinct.
So you're a crime expert.
Well, sort of an amateur.
Okay, welcome to our city. Afraid your first murder won't need an awful lot of masterminding.
Oh, open and shut case, huh?
Looks that way. Why don't you lay off that?
Oh, sorry, Captain. Say, how about getting a picture of you standing beside the body just like you were finding it?
You guys give me a pain.
Just a minute, miss.
But I'm from the Chronicle.
Might your name be Sue Carey?
That's right.
That's all I wanted to know. Scram.
What do you mean, scram? I'm a reporter.
I know all about that. Still scram.
So when I got here, she was lying right there. Well, I ran out into the back. I heard something. Then the guy made a break for it, and I nicked him.
That little wound is going to park Mr. Wayne right in the electric chair.
What makes you so sure it was Wayne?
He dropped a briefcase. It had his name on it and a lot of papers belonging to him. Sure, I know it doesn't prove it was Wayne, but it all adds up. Guy shoots his wife upstairs, brings her down here, and digs a hole to bury her. Premeditated murder.
Premeditated? It seems to me that if a fellow were going to bury a body, he'd use something more than a little old coal shovel.
Why quibble about it? There it is.
You said she was shot upstairs, didn't you?
What's that got to do with it?
She could have been shot coming downstairs.
I get it. Wayne says to his wife, darling, please come down to the cellar so I can murder you.
Wait a minute, Captain. Maybe he has got an idea.
From the way the body is lying, I say that she was shot coming downstairs.
What difference does that make?
Would you mind moving over a little bit, Captain? Thank you.
Get out of here. And I say we're not going to get anywhere till we find Wayne and stop quibbling about such things as the size of shovels.
Now, look. The cellar ain't no place for a nice young lady like you.
But, officer, supposing you were my father and I was supporting you. Think how you'd feel if I lost my job on account of a policeman.
Do I look like the kind of a man that would let my own daughter support me? If I had a daughter?
No, but you might.
I'll be a good girl. Go on home and go to bed. Bullet went straight through the heart, Inspector.
Bullet? You mean bullets, don't you, Coroner?
No, just one.
I thought you said there were 2 shots.
So he missed with one shot.
Well, don't you think we'd better look around for it?
And where will that get us, Mr. Crime Expert?
We better go over this cellar with a fine comb and see if we can find another bullet hole.
It's just a hunch.
I'm telling you, officer, somebody at the Chronicle's jealous of me, that's what. He's trying to ruin my career.
That's fine, fine. A young girl like you shouldn't be worrying your head about a career. You should be home bringing up babies.
What about you?
Huh?
Yeah, that's the bullet, all right.
This looks pretty fresh to me.
Excuse me, Captain.
It was a good hunch you had, Mr. Lester.
Got any more ideas?
I could have if I could account for 2 shots being fired in opposite directions to hit the same person.
Maybe somebody surprised him just as he was about to bury the woman and the killer took a shot at him.
Okay, suppose there was another man here. That still doesn't clear Wayne.
Boy, I'd hate to be in Wayne's shoes right now.
You're lucky you're not.
All right, Doc, you can take it away. I'll check this bullet with ballistics to see if it's the same as the one that came from the body.
Let me know how they check, will you, Inspector?
Sure.
Please, lady. Please go away.
If I fail now, I'll be fired. And you know yourself, officer, in hard times like these.
Don't, lady, don't. You're breaking my heart. Easy does it now, boys, easy. Hey!
No, you don't.
Oh, officer, for goodness sake.
What's the matter?
She's been trying to get down here. I got orders to keep her out.
She's okay, Inspector. She's from the paper.
Run along, Delaney.
Yes, sir, but... Yes, sir.
Well, Captain, there's nothing more for us to do down here.
Say, what are you doing here?
I came down to watch the great Chick Lester in action.
Chick, meet Sue Carey, the girl that keeps our readers healthy.
Hello.
Well, come on, we got a lot of work to do.
Can I give you a lift?
Well, my jalopy's outside.
You better get right back to the office and develop those plates.
Yeah, good idea.
I get it.
What do you make of this case?
Well, I don't figure that the husband did the shooting.
Oh, then you have a theory.
Don't all crime reporters have a theory?
Yes, but the thing is that... What's the matter?
Oh, I guess I kind of got a touch of rheumatism.
Hadn't you better phone in your story?
Oh, yes. You better drop me at this corner.
Well, I just live a few blocks away. You can phone from there.
Oh. Well, that'll be fine.
Here we are. Oh, there's the phone right over on the table.
Oh, yes, the phone.
What's the matter?
I'm kind of tired, I guess. Do you mind if I rest a minute?
No, not at all.
Thanks.
Kansas City's a pretty lively town, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
I bet you spend a lot of time at the tally ho.
Telephone?
Oh, I thought every reporter in Kansas City practically lived at that bar.
Oh, sure. I'm not much of a drinking man.
I see. You're not Chick Lester either.
What makes you say that?
Because there's no such place as the tally ho in Kansas City.
All right. I'm not Chick Lester. But I'm...
What's wrong?
We interrupt this program with a flash bulletin from police headquarters. Stephen Wayne is still at large and wanted for murder. Wayne did not return to his home, which the police claim is definite proof of his guilt, and further state that Wayne will be under arrest by midnight. Stay tuned in to this station for further news on the manhunt.
Hello, Mr. Wayne. You are Wayne, aren't you?
Yes. Not knowing that, why'd you do this for me?
Oh, I'd do the same for a dog that was hurt.
Oh, thanks. You could have sent for the police, you know.
Well, I didn't. Yet. I'm a newspaper man, remember?
Yeah.
Why'd you kill her, Wayne?
Well, I didn't.
Then who did?
That's what I've got to find out.
How did you happen to be at the house then, just at the time your wife was murdered?
Well, she called me at the office. It was just about quitting time. And I'm an airplane engineer over in Wharton. I was very surprised to hear her voice because we've been divorced for several years. She sounded very strange and frightened. She begged me to come right over because she was in some sort of danger, she said, and needed my help.
When you came into the house, someone started shooting at you.
That's right.
Really, Mr. Wayne?
Well, as a matter of fact, I'm just as puzzled about this thing as you are.
Somebody shot your wife.
That's right. Obviously.
Who was it?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be here.
But you must have some idea. You say your wife is frightened. Who is she afraid of?
Well, there could be one man, but... No, it couldn't be. No.
What about him?
Well, years ago, my wife ran around with a thug. That's the reason I left her. But it couldn't be. He's in prison.
Who is he?
A fellow named Nolan, set up for robbery.
Lenny Nolan?
Yes, do you know him?
I know of him. Come on.
Where are we going?
Follow me. I just thought of something that might work out. Here.
Just a minute.
What is it?
I want that bullet that you took out of my arm.
Don't you trust me?
I'd like to, but I can't afford to trust anybody.
Let's see. Here.
Thanks.
Here's a Nolan file, Miss Carey.
Thanks. Let's see. $40,000 payroll robbery, Deluxe Mills Incorporated.
Nolan sentenced her from 5 to 20 years in the state prison.
Look at this. Leonard Lenny Nolan, paroled today from state's prison, and it's dated today.
Let's see. 5 years ago, Leonard Nolan was arrested at the corner of East 29th Street and Sycamore Drive. Oh, well, that's only a block and a half from Nadine's house. The money was never recovered. Although Nolan steadfastly denied all knowledge of the crime and the money, his confederate, Daniel Crayley...
Dan Crayley?
Yes. Crayley, who turned state's evidence, testified that Nolan did the actual holdup. This was confirmed by the night watchman.
Crayley received a suspended sentence and has since gone straight. It is the Crayley I know.
You know him?
Of course, everybody does. He's the head bartender of the Port Estate. Come on, he's just the man we want to see.
All right.
Here, Junior, thanks. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Hello, Chick.
Oh, hello.
Don't you remember me?
Well, the voice is familiar, but I can't quite place your face.
So, Carrie, I met you in Kansas City. This is Mr. Gifford, the city editor. Giff, your new top man.
Hello, Chick.
So you're the great gift. You don't look a bit like Simon Legree.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Well, I'm sure getting off to a swell start. You probably thought I was on a bender.
Oh, no, I understand how tough those roads get in the rain.
Oh, excuse me.
Say, you're catching cold. You better get right on to a hotel.
Yeah, you better get out of those clothes and get in a hot toddy.
As the boss speaks my language.
Just not a bad skate.
Give me a ring in the morning, Chick.
I thank you, Giff. And my mama thanks you.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice going, Mr. Gifford. Now shall we go and chin with Dan Crayley?
Mm-hmm.
Good evening, Miss Carey.
Hello, Dan. Where's the gang?
All out on that murder yarn. Sure plays the devil with business.
This is Chick Lester, Dan, new man on the paper.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Chick. What do you have?
What's that 5-star final?
Double bourbon with plain water. 2.
How come you ain't working?
Oh, we are. We're looking for an old friend of yours, Dan.
Yeah, a fellow by the name of Nolan.
Lenny, huh? I ain't seen him in years.
Now, Dan, don't tell me you didn't know they sprung Nolan today.
So what if they did? That'll be 70 cents.
There you are, Danny.
Business is rotten tonight. Ain't you got no change?
No, Dan, you keep the change. We want to have a little talk with Nolan.
No, thanks, mister. These drinks are on the house.
No hits, no runs. One error.
Hold the fort for a while. I gotta see a guy.
Ooh. Their drinks are worse than their hospitality. Let's get out of here.
Say, boy, where you been? You sure got a load of those pictures we got. I can crack this case wide open. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, where are we going? I ain't arrived yet.
Just sit tight and keep quiet.
But these are my drinking hours.
Shut up, Jake. Just wait here.
Here we come. Follow that car, Jinx.
That's crazy.
We know it. Just follow him.
Whoever heard of chasing a bartender away from a saloon?
Will you quit asking questions and keep that car in sight?
Hello, Cap.
Where's Dan Crayley?
Why, he just left a couple of minutes ago.
Where did he go?
I don't know. Anything I can do for you?
No, thanks. Never mind. Just forget it.
Oh, say, Lester, I almost forgot. Take a look at those.
What about them?
Well, those are pictures of the bullets you asked Inspector Early about.
Oh, yes. Do they match?
Exactly. They came from the same gun.
All we have to do now is to find the gun.
And if I could only lay my hands on that guy, Wayne, and he was still carrying that gun, I'd make myself a big shot overnight.
Yeah.
Suppose that could be Nolan's room?
We'll soon find out. How do you like that?
The world's shortest conversation. Or there was nobody home.
Say, what's this all about?
Come on.
Pictures, boss? Can't tell.
Nolan. Nolan, who did it?
Just a minute. What goes on here? Oh, so it's the crime expert.
This man's been badly beaten.
I can see that.
We think he's an ex-convict by the name of Nolan.
Is this another hunch, Mr. Lester? It is Nolan. Some of these days, I'm going to wrap that around your neck.
Oh, now, Captain.
All right, folks, do a little explaining.
This man staged the deluxe payroll robbery years ago. He was arrested right near the Wayne house.
You're telling me I arrested him?
Oh, that's how you happened in here tonight.
Right. I just remembered Nolan had been sprung today, and I wanted to have a little talk with him.
Looks like some...
Oh. Well, this man is badly hurt. You better call an ambulance.
Yeah. You people wait here. Oh, when you come in, did you see anybody around here that looked suspicious?
Yes.
The fact is...
No, not a soul, Captain.
Say, ain't you forgetting? We just saw Dan Crayley run out of here.
Crayley, huh? There's a penalty for withholding evidence, Mr. Crime Expert. Don't leave this place. I'm not through with you yet.
You simple-minded idiot.
What'd I do?
Did you have to tell him we saw Crayley?
Well, I ain't gonna let him grab me off for forgery.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Do you think it's wise?
Well, Captain Orr
Come on,
just
there's no time for questions. Let's go. Come on, hurry up, Jinx.
Emergency hospital? Captain Orr of the police department. Send an ambulance to 234 West 5th Street.
And Crayley's the man we're looking for.
What's he got to do with the Wayne murder?
Let me see. Nolan was arrested right near the Wayne house, and there's $40,000 missing.
That's it. Nolan went back after the money, and Crayley followed him, beat him into unconsciousness, and took the money from him.
And who killed Mrs. Wayne?
My guess is that it's Nolan. While he was digging for the money, Mrs. Wayne surprised him, and he shot her.
I got it. That's what those two bullets were about. The first bullet was the one that Nolan shot at Mrs. Wayne. And the second one, the shot he took at Crayley, the guy that followed him.
That's the answer. Let's go to the police.
No, we're only guessing. We can't prove anything. That only tells us what we know already, that there were two shots fired from the same gun. Take us to the Wayne house.
Huh?
What for?
If those two men were at the house, they were looking for something. And my hunch is that it's the 40,000. It might still be there.
40 G's? What are we waiting for?
Hello? Yeah, this is the Chronicle. Who? Chick Lester? Gee, the boss has been looking all over for you. I got Chick Lester on the wire.
Well, put him on.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Giff. This is Chick Lester.
Where are you?
I'm at the Metropole Hotel. I got a message to call you.
Well, what are you doing there?
I'm going to bed, just like you told me.
Who, me? You're nuts.
Look, you're not Gifford. I never forget a voice. Put the boss on, will you?
Yeah, and you're not Chick Lester. I'm too busy for jokes.
Where's the light?
Right over there in that post.
All right, stick 'em up.
Hello, officer.
Reporters. What's the idea?
We just wanted some more pictures of the murder scene, officer.
Yeah, pictures through this here.
Yeah, Captain Orr said it was okay.
Well, if the captain says so, I guess it's all right. But don't you touch nothing. Them's orders.
We wouldn't dream of it, officer. Where should we start? Are you crazy? He'll hear you.
Do something, Jinx. Make a noise.
Oh, I ain't in good voice.
Sing, Slug,
Sing. Okay, you asked for it. I love to whistle, 'cause it makes me merry, makes me feel so very.
Louder, with more feeling.
I don't want it. I love to yodel, every place I go. Yokel, yokel, yokel. I love to whistle, 'cause it makes me merry, makes me feel so very. See, what'd you find? Another body or something?
Oh, no, not yet. Go on singing.
I feel so happy.
Uh-oh.
All right, Jinx, let's have a picture of that furnace.
I'm so
Can't that guy
happy.
sing an Irish song?
Huh?
Oh, sure he can. Can't you, Jinx?
Me.
Come back to Erin, my morning.
Get that cop out of here.
Come back to Erin, the land of my birth.
Say, officer, I'd like my picture taken with you.
Huh?
What for?
For the paper.
The Chronicle won't use it.
And why not?
Don't be silly, Jank. Giff wants this case covered from every angle.
Shoot.
Oh, well, not here, officer. It's kind of sordid, don't you think?
Huh?
Make up your mind.
Let's go upstairs. The living room's so much homier.
I get it. One of them fancy pictures.
Now listen, Sue, we are...
Hey, come along, young fella. No arguments.
Go on.
There.
This is a fine thing now. I got a lot of work to do now. You're gonna have to run around and take...
Right over here, officer. This is a good place for you to stand. Smile pretty.
All right, Jank. All right. That was swell.
Now, wait a minute. We better take one in right in here.
Yeah.
Oh, Sue.
Now, aren't we a cute couple? All right, Jank, shoot.
Oh, Sue, we're just wasting plates.
What?
He didn't mean that. Go on, Jank.
Hold it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Here, let me fix it for you.
There. All right.
Fine.
Go.
Wait till the old lady sees this.
I bet you'll be jealous.
Say, what's become of that other guy?
Oh, he'll be along.
Well, he's still down the cellar, and if he ain't taking pictures, we got the camera here.
Well, Austin, don't you think maybe you should take just one more?
Later. Hey, you! He's gone. He must have gone out this way. Got tired of waiting for us, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, maybe he went back to the office, huh?
Maybe.
Hello, Chronicle. Yes, sir? No, sir, I'll tell him. Hello, Chronicle.
Wise guy, where's Gift?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you're the funny man I had on the phone. Well, I'm Chick Lester, and I...
So you're the practical prankster, huh? Get out of here.
This is the screwiest plant I ever saw. I want to see Gifford.
You nitwit, you're looking at.
Don't give me that. I saw Gifford, that little armful, only a short time ago. He told me to grab some red eye and some shut-eye.
Wait a minute, armful. Sue Carey?
Yeah, that's her name.
Well, suffering cat. Are you really Lester?
Say, how many times do I have to prove it? Look, my driver's license. And if that isn't enough for you, my Kansas City press card.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. Who was the other guy?
What other guy?
He came in here and I sent him to...
I'm Chick Lester, that...
Hey, get me headquarters. Well, I'm sure there's some mistake.
I'm Chick Lester. I know who I am. You know who you are?
Now, wait a minute. Don't get fresh about it.
Do you think that guy found the 40 G's and took it on the lam?
I don't think I know it. Jack, we're in trouble.
We? What have I got to do with it?
We were aiding and abetting a criminal.
You can't mix me up in this thing now.
We're both mixed up in it. The man that just ran out on us was Wayne.
Wayne? Holy mackerel, we are in a jam. Sue, what do they give you for betting with a criminal?
Look, Jack, the important thing is to keep your mouth closed. Not a word to anybody.
He didn't look like no murderer to me.
Seemed like such a swell fellow. I still can't believe it.
You were kind of falling for him, weren't you?
Well, I always was public sucker number one.
Yes, sir. What'll it be?
Where's Crayley?
Who wants to know?
The name is Lester of the Chronicle.
Oh, he's in the back room.
Thanks.
What do you want?
Have a little talk with you about Nolan.
Now, look, I don't know nothing about him.
Know where he lives?
No.
Weren't you the fellow that turned state's evidence against Nolan in that deluxe payroll robbery?
That was all settled 5 years ago. Now, lay off of me, will you?
You went up to see him tonight.
I told you I don't know anything.
What do you have to say to you up there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, Nolan is in the hospital. Was the fight about dough?
You can't pin that on me. Why, I had nothing against Lenny. I didn't do it.
Crayley, you'd better tell me. You're in kind of a tough spot.
Boy.
Oh, Jake. Wait a minute, I want to talk to you.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because don't you think, after all, twice on Sundays... Now, look, Giff, I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of developing to do. I'm in a hurry.
Where you been?
Covering the Wayne case with Chick Lester.
Chick Lester, eh?
Yes, I'm going to write up for him.
Uh-huh. Where is he now?
Why, he's following up another lead.
Oh, gee, that's swell.
Hi, Sue.
Hello.
Now maybe you'll explain where you've been all evening. Think fast.
Stop yelling.
Okay, I'm sorry. Start talking.
I'll put it in writing.
Who's that guy you were with?
Can't you see I'm working?
Holy smoke. Hey, Mr. Gibb, hot news right off the teletype.
Go away.
But it's important. It's about Chick Lester.
Well, why didn't you say so? Dan Crayley, fourth estate bartender, was murdered by Chick Lester, reporter for the Chronicle.
Say, what is this? What kind of a burg am I in? First, nobody believes I'm Lester. Then I'm introduced to a guy who's supposed to be you. Now I'm accused of murdering a guy I don't know at a place I've never been.
Yes.
Shut up. Come clean, Chick. You sure you came right here from the Metropole?
Do you think for
That
one
man. He's Wayne. I've been with him all evening.
Wayne, for the love of... And you didn't tell me?
Well, I thought he was innocent.
Where's he now? Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Chick, go down to Fourth Estate Bar. It's on West Center Street.
Okay.
I didn't think he was a murderer, Giff. Honest, I didn't. I thought...
You thought. That's the trouble with you. Stop thinking where you're not supposed to. I told you to keep your nose out of this.
But, Giff, don't you understand?
I understand. You messed up the biggest story of the week.
But, Giff, I got an angle.
I'm not interested.
Say, you, what do you want? Chick Lester, Chronicle. Hey, Mac, it's Chick Lester.
We've been looking for you.
Let go of me, let go.
Hey, you're making a mistake. This ain't the guy that bumped off Crayley.
I don't know nothing about that. Captain Orr.
What's all this fuss about?
Well, it's Chick Lester.
That's not Lester.
What did I tell you?
Well, that's the name you give me.
You're not Chick Lester.
I tell you I am.
Oh, you newspaper guys give me a pain. Be careful what name you use next time.
All right, all right. I'll be careful. Maybe you're right.
Don't let anybody in that back room until the coroner gets here.
Thanks, pal.
Oh, that's all right. I know this Chick Lester like he's my own brother.
Let's skip it. Give me a shot of rye and help yourself to one. Now, give me the lowdown. What happened?
Well, here it is, straight. I'm tending bar when Chick Lester comes in and asks for Crayley. I tell him he's in the back room. He goes in there to talk to him, and the first thing I know, there's a shot fired. I bust in, and there's Crayley laying on the floor dead. A few minutes later, in comes this Captain Orr and starts asking me a lot of questions about where I was and what I seen. Sure bad for business. Have another drink?
Yeah, sure.
And I said, say, who do you think you are, Charles Boyer? And he said, say, listen, babe, if I was, I'd still go for you. And I says, yeah. And he says, yeah. And I said, oh, I bet you say that to all the girls. He said, well, let's cut out this crossfire and let's pitch a little woo. And I said, say, I'll slap your face. Only I didn't because... Was there something? Hang on, dearie.
Where's Leonard Nolan's room?
719, why?
I want to talk to him.
So does everybody else. Won't do you no good. He's been unconscious ever since they brought him here.
I'll see him anyway.
That's what you think. Hey! Oh, just some chump trying to see somebody. Only he can't on account of because there's a policeman at the door. So finally he says to me, say, how about you and I getting hitched? And I says, why? I didn't even know you were that serious. And he says to me, sure, I'm serious. It ain't because I want to, it's because I have to. So I finally makes up a mind it has to happen sooner or later, so I... Yes, Captain?
What room's Leonard Nolan in?
719.
Thanks.
7.
My mistake, I'm in 8.
Eight, please.
Get him up.
Well, I finally caught up with you, Mr. Wayne.
Wayne?
Yeah, Mr. Stephen Wayne himself. 3-time killer. First his wife, then Crayley, and he just finished Nolan. This ought to get you a promotion, Johnson.
All right, drop that gun, Johnson.
All right, Johnson. Drop it.
Now kick it over here. I wouldn't come too close to the window.
Get out of my way!
Calling all cars. Calling
Wayne, triple murderer, has escaped a police trap at General Hospital. He's armed and gun crazy. If sighted, shoot to kill.
Take it easy, Jinx.
Holy smoke.
Put your hands down and keep quiet.
Yes, I will.
I need a little help. You'll be perfectly safe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Now, just act as if nothing had happened.
Yes, I will. I'll fix it.
Start your motor.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean at all.
Yeah, turn on your lights.
Lights.
Start right.
Listen, Mr. Wayne, I got a kid and 4 little wives. I mean, I got a wife, 4 little kids. Okay, Mr. Wayne.
Not even a lead? Why, that's absurd. Wayne couldn't have possibly gotten out of town since last night. Call in every man that's off duty and keep at it till you get Wayne. Now on, we're going over this town with a rake.
Anything in particular you want me to do?
Just get Wayne, that's all.
We'll get him, but I've got a hunch it won't be alive.
Do you realize you've been moping ever since that murder yarn broke last night? I've never seen anyone so upset about a story.
It meant a lot to me.
So what? So you buffed this one.
You're a sweet gift, but there are a lot of things you don't understand.
Where you're concerned, you're right. I never could make you out.
Don't try.
Why don't you take my advice? This ought to make you realize that you don't belong in a newspaper office.
You think I'm going to holler uncle just because...
All right. Don't let's start that. You better take a couple of days off to calm down. And then I'll be in with that certain question again.
It's no use, Giff.
Well, you're not going to brood about this for the rest of your life.
Oh, let's forget about it. It'll all come out in the wash.
Of course it will, but...
You better go now and put your paper to bed.
Okay, honey. Good night. Don't let this worry you too much. You'll get over it.
I hope so.
Close the door, Sue. You needn't be afraid. I wouldn't do that.
What do you want?
Well, believe it or not, I'm waiting for a phone call.
Haven't a chance, you know.
Oh, to get away? Maybe I don't want to get away. Maybe my job is just about done.
You're not going to keep on...
Killing? No. The law will just have to take its own course now.
You mean you're going to give yourself up?
What else is there? What would you do?
I don't know. I don't know what I'd do.
Sue, I couldn't help overhearing what Giff said about your being upset.
That's right.
Was that story really so important?
Yes. In a way.
It's kind of funny how a guy will get all mixed up once in a while, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. I thought that you might have been talking about me.
Well, even if I were, I'll get over it.
Oh. I'll get it. Yes? Yeah, speaking. Oh, good. They checked, huh? Fine. I'll stay right where you are. I'll be over in 10 minutes. Right.
So you're going to run for it?
Only as far as the police station.
Police station?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Sue, you said that you wanted to prove that you were a good newspaper man. Well, I'm going to give you the chance. I'm going to drop this story right in your lap. You ready?
Ready.
We're off.
No kidding, boss. You better get out here right away. I got everything set.
Stop talking through your hat.
Honest, Gift, you gotta take my word for it.
Okay, Screwball. But if this turns out to be a turkey, you're through. Better run down to police headquarters. Jenks just gave me a hot tip. There may be nothing to it, but it's worth a try.
Going.
Right.
Come on, you better get ready. He'll be here any minute now.
Get on the other side, Jim.
All right.
Here he comes now.
Well, Mr. Wayne, are we glad to see you?
Nice work, boys.
Wayne, take it easy.
Say, what's this all about? He came to give himself up.
We can see that, sister. Pardon me, Inspector, that man is here.
Why not?
You won't need that, Captain. That's the proceeds of the deluxe payroll robbery. And that's the gun that killed 3 people.
All right, boys, that'll be all.
I'd like to make a statement, Inspector. Do I have a stenographer just for the record?
Mac, get your pencil and pad.
Yes, sir.
Oh, just a minute. One other thing. You have the photographs of all the murder bullets, haven't you?
Yes.
Could I see them before I say anything?
Well, it's a little out of order. All right, bring him in, Mac. I'll have to ask you two to wait outside. This is police business.
But, Inspector...
Inspector, these people are part of the testimony. We all owe them a lot. I think they're entitled to the story.
Well...
I don't talk unless they're here.
All right, you can stay.
Thank you, Inspector.
Me too, Captain.
Take Mr. Wayne's statement.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Wayne. But first I must warn you
That anything I say may be used against me. I understand. Why don't you sit down, Captain? It's been a long, hard drag. Well, I guess this is the payoff. Statement of Stephen Wayne, made of my own free will and without duress. First, the motive. It's right there in front of you, Inspector. Money. Still motive number 1 for most of the crimes of violence committed in this world. $40,000 moldering for more than 5 years in the earth of Nadine Wayne's cellar. And only one man knew its hiding place. The man who put it there. Lenny Nolan. Even Nadine Wayne, who was so close to Nolan, didn't even know it was there. But there were 2 other men beside Nolan who knew it was hidden somewhere. Dan Crayley and... if you don't mind, Inspector, I'd like to tell us in a third person. It'd help a lot.
Tell it in your own way.
Thanks. This man loved money. He loved it with a consuming passion that most men reserve for women. You know, Inspector, there's something maddening about the thought of a fortune lying so close, waiting somewhere to be claimed. If you let that dwell in your mind for 5 years, I'll wager that even you, Inspector, might go a little crazy.
Never mind me. Go on with your story.
No, I beg your pardon. Well, to get back to Nolan, the man who stole the money and hid it in the cellar. Yesterday, he was paroled, and the man who had waited so long for this moment followed him to a cheap rooming house. It took a lot of doing, but he beat the secret out of him, left him half dead, and went after his precious money. Nadine Wayne was wakeful. She'd had an engagement with her estranged husband, and he hadn't shown up. She heard strange sounds from the cellar.
We know all this. He's stolen.
Let him tell it his own way, Captain. Go on.
Well, there isn't much more. She went to investigate, was shot and killed.
And that's where I stepped in.
Or rather, that's where you stepped out, Captain, and shot at a fleeing man.
You.
Yes, me. You shot me in the arm. It was you that shot me, wasn't it, Captain?
It certainly was.
This card contains a micro-photograph of the bullet that killed Nadine Wayne. That's what it says, isn't it, Inspector?
That's right.
This is the bullet that was taken from the body of Dan Crayley. And this is the bullet that was taken from the body of Lenny Nolan. They're all alike, right?
That's right.
Now then, Inspector, let me have that, will you please, James?
Yeah.
I want you to examine this 4th card carefully. You'll notice that the markings on that bullet are exactly identical to the ones that were taken from the bodies of Nadine Wayne, Crayley, and Nolan.
That's right. This one is the same as the others.
That is a photograph of the bullet that Miss Carey took out of my arm. All those bullets were fired from the same gun. Captain Orr admits he shot me. Therefore, Captain Orr, who arrested Nolan in the first place and knew about the hidden loot, shot me, killed Nadine Wayne, Crayley, and Nolan with the gun that he took from Nolan.
Okay, Mr. Crime Expert.
There's the man, Inspector. He's not Chick Lester. He's an imposter.
Shut up.
Nice talk. I'm Lester, and I can prove it.
Mac, throw this maniac out.
Yes, sir.
Take Mr. Orr downstairs and book him for murder.
Murder? All right. Give me the Chronicle. Hurry. Come on, get out of here.
He's all right, Inspector. That's Chick Lester.
All right. That's Chick Lester. You're Queen Victoria. He's the king of Siam, so what difference does it make?
Hello. Give me the desk.
No, You had me worried for a while.
Did I?
Come on, Sue, I gotta get a picture. You know, the big hero and his little helper. Now, that's it. Give me those pretty eyes. You know the kind Gift likes?
Gifford? Lester, you were right about that tip. A cop named Orr was just arrested for murder.
Or murder? Good going, Chick. Give me the details.
Details? That's all I know. What? Hey, Sue Carey, I got the boss on the phone. Guess you better talk to him.
With pleasure.
Hey, you ain't walking out on me, are you? Come on, Wayne, get over here. I gotta finish this picture. Come on.
Hello, Gift.
Oh, hello, Sue. Glad to see you down there. Now, what do you got on the story?
No, that's got no
You mind?
Not at all.
Not at all. Not at all what?
Remember you said I'd never make a newspaper man? Well, you were right.
That still ain't right.
May I?
I'd love it.
Love it? Say, what's going on down there? Listen, Sue. I take back everything I ever said about you. You're still a swell newspaper man. Just give me that story and I'll forget everything that's ever happened.
No, something's still wrong. I guess this ain't my day. Hold it. Oh, boy, what a pip. Hello, boss. I got the picture of the week.
Picture my eye. I want the story.
Okay, coming right down with it. What a caption. Killer turns out to be lady killer.
I'll give you your own father. I want the picture.